Hey guys, welcome back to another awesome video tutorial. Today we're going to do something different. As you may have noticed, we're going to do zBrush. zBrush is a vertex-based sculpting program, which means that we can actually edit the actual vertices when you're sculpting. You edit the vertices itself. It means it's awesome, but it also means that it's really intensive on your computer. A decent model will have up something like 15 million to 20 million polygons easily, so which means that you need a decent computer to handle it. Fortunately though, zBrush is very efficient when it comes to well, conserving RAM, which means that even a decent laptop can pull it off. It's an awesome program. It's the standard for both movies and games, commercials as well. Pretty much everybody uses it, and therefore it's really important that you actually learn it. When I started learning zBrush, there was nothing available at the moment, so I had to do everything myself. I had to figure out everything myself, which is not that bad, but it's a bit annoying. So, which is why I'm doing this tutorial for you guys, so you guys can learn it the easy way. You know what? Let's just get started. It's easier. So, right now, as you see here, this is zBrush itself. It looks really daunting at first. You're like, holy fuck! There's so many buttons there that you can press, and it's actually a very weird interface. But something you just get used to after a while, so it's not that difficult, it's just a bit annoying. So um, up here, this is our canvas. It's both 2D and 3D canvas, which means a couple of things. Most important one is that you can really fuck up quite easily, which is something I'll show you what can happen and how to fix it, most importantly. And so it's 2D, so you can paint on it in 2D as well, like in Photoshop and Paint, or just sculpt, which is what we're going to do. The main difference between ZBrush and programs like, for example, Modbox is that you can make something from scratch in ZBrush. So you can create a character from a single sphere. You can build it in a church if you want to from a single sphere. Which is what makes it this awesome. And there are three methods in ZBrush for creating stuff. It's C-spheres, it's Dynamesh, and box modeling now as well in the latest version, which is R7. I'm going to do two. I'm going to do the C-spheres and Dynamesh, which will be a combo of both of them. So first we're going to start with C-spheres and then convert it into Dynamesh, and then we're going to keep on adding more and more detail to it. So let's just get started. Right to the right here, this is your toolbar, which is the center of operation for ZBrush. In here you can find 90% of all the things you'll need, to put it simple. So let's just get started. Right, so up here I'm going to click on Simple Brush. This is my tool settings, so you can actually access a tool from this part over here. You just click on it and then you get a menu, a quick pick, 3 meshes and 2.5D brushes. So these ones here are your 2D brushes, so you can paint in it, and these ones are your 3D meshes. That's a sphere, cube, cylinder, etc. And there's one thing called C-sphere, so I'm going to click on it. You can see here that we now have it selected, and then you can just drag on the canvas to create it. Now at the current state, this canvas is a 2D canvas, which means that if I draw again, you see I can add more and more C-spheres, but we can't edit it yet. So this is the thing that people can fuck up. It happens a lot. I have it as well sometimes, you know, it still happens to me as well. So in order to fix this, you can go to document and new document, done. So again, I'm going to drag it on my canvas, and then I'm going to click on edit up here, or T on your keyboard. Now you can see as well we got this frame around it, and the C-sphere also gets a line behind it, around it. So this means that it's now live, and we can now start editing it. So let's quickly go over the interface settings. When I have my mouse outside my model, my mesh, I can just click and drag, so you can actually rotate around it. When you have Alt pressed and drag again, you can actually pan and right click, and Control and right click means zoom. Well, this isn't technically zooming, you're just making your model bigger. So it's not the same, but you get the idea. And F is same as in Maya, is frame, so you can zoom in. So first thing though we have to figure out is where we are on our canvas. So are we front, left, back, right, top, bottom? Simple trick for that as well. You can hit X on your keyboard, which means symmetry. So I'm just gonna quick grab the notepad for you guys so it's easier. So drag in canvas is rotate, Alt plus drag is pen, and Control plus right mouse button is zoom. X means symmetry. What we're gonna do now. So you can see here the opposite sphere is on, or the sphere is on opposite side as well. So that means we're not in either front view or back view, which is good enough for now. When you go to the left, for example, you can see that the sphere disappears. When you hold shift, you can actually snap. So right now I'm in left or right, and then I can snap again. So holding shift will snap it. Holy crap, what just happened there? So let's get started, right? The first C sphere, I always assume that this is my pelvis, or if you make a character, this is your pelvis. So I'm gonna zoom a little bit with Control right mouse button, and I'm gonna find the center of it. So I'm gonna put my mouse over my object, and I'm gonna keep on going till the two spheres meet and become one. Then I'm just gonna click and drag, which creates a second C sphere for you. I'm gonna go to my left view or right view, zoom out a little bit, and then with the move tool up here, or W, you can actually move the C sphere all the way up, like this. You can make it higher, lower, each direction you want to. In this case I want something like here, because I kind of want to have my character leaning forward, because we're gonna make a creepy character. Now we have the move tool selected. Now we can't do anything right to the actual C sphere, so I'm gonna click on draw again. Then you can add one, for example, in between. And if you don't like it, you can also press Alt and click it again, so it's now removed. So click and Alt click removes it. So I'm gonna add one here roughly in the middle. Again, move tool. I'm gonna move my C sphere something like this, so we create like a curvature here, for example. And then with the scale or E, I'm gonna select my C sphere up top, this one, and just gonna make it bigger. This will be our torso. This will be our pelvis. Let me a little bit bigger as well, something like this. Okay, let's add the legs. I'm gonna hit Q again, or draw, and somewhere around here I'm gonna add two more spheres. There you go. A little bit towards the side, like this. It's actually really important, because I'm gonna show you a trick, right? You need to check if your mesh is still consistent and it doesn't do some weird ass shit. So we're gonna press A on the keyboard. And you can see this looks really weird already. So I'm gonna A here, preview mesh. When you're working with C-spheres, and it's only applies for C-spheres, so keep that in mind. So I'm gonna move one a little bit up. There you go, maybe something like this. Okay. Maybe bigger would be helpful. And then again Q to add more. I'm gonna move all the way down. Here-ish, and then a Q again. I'm gonna add one in the middle. Move it. I'm gonna check again the mesh. See, this is really bad, right? You can see it there. It's wrong. It doesn't work well. So I'm gonna move it a little bit towards the side. You can see now the mesh actually gets fixed. Then again, I'm gonna move this one as well. Maybe it's like this. Maybe it's a little bit smaller, so we can move it. Yeah, okay, good enough. Close enough. Maybe move the knees a little bit towards the outer edge here as well. Okay, let's make things a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna make one bigger. This one as well. Try this one as well. Oh, it still works. Okay, let's add the feet. So can Q to draw. There you go. Or maybe I'm gonna add one here. Maybe here as well. So we got like a horse leg or goat leg. Would that be cool? Nah, actually no. I'm gonna delete it. There you go. No, I'm gonna use this as a foot. Now you kind of want to make sure that your ankle is in the center of the pelvis, so roughly a little bit forward or something like this. This will do fine. Okay, check it again. See if it's all good. It's all good. This looks weird, I know, but it's fine. Good enough. Okay, this is our torso. So first thing I want to do is kind of add my neck. So I'm gonna draw again. And just click here. See if I can actually get to the side view. It's really annoying. There you go. Okay, this is our neck, so I'm gonna make it a little bit shorter and smaller mostly. Neck. And then I'm gonna add the arms. So here, arm, or at least the shoulder area. And again, the arms itself, so maybe something like here. And one in the middle. There you go. A little bit wider, actually. Something like this. Would that be cool? Yeah, probably. Okay, let's add the head. So again, Q for the front view, and edit. Maybe something like this. And bigger. So very basic character. Nothing really going on right now. As you can see, maybe we can make some changes here. Let's make the torso a little bit bigger. See, that actually works a lot better. Maybe same here for the pelvis. Yeah, it looks better. Looks much better. Okay. You could go here as well to the adaptive skin. So in your toolbar you could go to adaptive skin. You also press preview here. You can also change the density of it. You can see the mesh density changing. So this is 1 up to 8. You don't want to do this though, but you can. So something like 3 or 2. Let's do 3 actually. That's fine. Okay. So this is our basic skeleton, right? But we can't do anything with it because we can't sculpt it because it's still a Z-sphere. So the first thing we need to do is convert it into an actual mesh that we can sculpt. So I'm going to hit A again on a preview. Then I'm going to go to my tool up top, tool here, and hit tool and then hit polymesh 3D. This turns into a polymesh, an actual mesh that we can use. So now we can actually access all the sculpting tools that ZBrush has to offer, or we can turn this into a Dynamesh. It's really up to you. You can press Shift F to see the actual mesh itself. It's actually really clean. As you can see, everything's still quad. But when we turn it into a Dynamesh, everything will change. I'm gonna show it, right. So I'm gonna go to my tool again and then geometry, Dynamesh. I'm gonna lower down the resolution here, something like 64 for example, and then just hit Dynamesh. You have to wait a couple of seconds, and there we go. You can see now what happens. This is Dynamesh at its core, right? You can see that actually it's dirty. It's based on the actual mesh itself that you just had, but which is why I don't really like it when I'm using Z-spheres. We'll have to at some point, but for now I'll just go maybe start 64 maybe. Let's change some settings. Let's again Dynamesh it. It's really dense. It's not bad though because you can still change everything. Actually, I'm gonna leave it, right? I'm just gonna leave it for now. It's fine. So this is our new mesh. It's now a Dynamesh, which means that we can do a lot of stuff with it. I'll show you in a bit. So first, let's go through the things you can do. Right. First thing I want to show you is when you hold Shift, is that you access. You can see it here. These are the brushes here. You access the smooth brush, right? So I'm gonna make my brush bigger by using this one here, or just pressing S on the keyboard. So S is brush size. So I'm gonna make it bigger. I'm gonna smooth everything out. First, I'm gonna hit X again to access the symmetry. I'm just gonna smooth everything out because everything looks really weird right now, as you can see. So I'm gonna smooth everything a little bit better, so it doesn't look as square and blocky. There we go. I'm just gonna paint over it till I'm satisfied with it. Maybe even lower. Let's go to 16. I don't know if it actually do something, but let's find out. Oh crap! No one. 16. Dynamesh. A little less dense is better. Okay, let's do this again. So I'm gonna hold shift. There you go. So this will work fine now. So next step would be we change the silhouette because right now it's really stupid, right? So the first thing I want to do is I want to access the move tool by going to my brushes here and then just find the move tool itself. It's just around here. Or you can press B and just type M on the keyboard. That will access the brush menu, and then you sort it on M, and then the move is here. You can also type MV, and then you get the move tool as well. Okay, so let's start moving some stuff. So first thing we kind of want to do is just fix the back, because right now it looks really stupid. I want to fix the volume of the back. I'm gonna make it bigger and wider. I'm gonna add some volume in there as well with the move tool. Just push everything out. Maybe just one a little bit more like this, would be kind of cool. Let's make it a little bit creepier. Same here, push it out, make it a little bit more like an actual character. This is weird right now, but it's fine. We can change that later on, it's fine. Same part here, we should move a little bit more toward the inside. So we actually get something that looks like crotch area. Now at first, ZBrush will look very weird right now, because this is like, dude, what the fuck is this, man? It looks so awful. But this is pretty much how you do it at first. You just take step by step, slowly. Then you keep on trucking, and then you keep on adding details and more details. Let's widen the neck a little bit better. Let's get it more, a little muscular. Okay. So that's the move tool. It just moves vertices. Literally, it just moves vertices, right? That's it. That's all it can do and will do for you. Next brush I'm gonna use is I'm gonna press B again to access my brush menu, and I'm gonna pick clay buildup. This one is something you'll use so much. This is the best thing that's ever happened to ZBrush. It's a very cool brush to build up muscle volume or skeletal volume, any volume that you want to add. You can use clay buildup for it. I'm going to turn off my alpha though by clicking here and then select alpha off. So I don't like it. And then you can just start placing the volumes that you kind of want to use. So at first you just focus on landmarks, which means that you do the most obvious things. So I kind of want to add something here like a ribcage, right? So you add a ribcage. It's really strong right now, so I kind of want to lower down the intensity, something like 10 probably. Let's move it down a little bit. So something like 10 probably, there you go. Then you want to add the pecs, for example, the muscle group. Then you want to add the deltoids here as well. So deltoid. There you go, just add it, just be rough, it's fine if it's a little bit rough. And then you got the trapezium. A little bit more. And then you got the latissimus dorsi here as well. So just be rough, then because you can always smooth it, like I'm doing right now. You can always smooth it out, right? It's fine. So let's fix the arms for a second, because this looks really creepy. So I'm going to just push it here and then smooth it out. You see that the volumes get fixed. Maybe a bit more here, for example, a bit more here. There you go. Add one here, all the way across. And you can see you can start building things up. So maybe some here as well, a bit more. Flatten it out, smooth it out a little bit better, maybe a little less here. So I'm going to create indentation here, so I'm going to press Alt, which means that we'll access the sub instead of add. So I'm now going to hold Alt, and you can see it goes inside the mesh. It looks down right now here, boobs. I'm going to fix that. Don't like it. Maybe a little bit less. Oh, too much. But we actually got some really nice pecs right now going on for us. So next up I'm going to add the clavicle somewhere around here probably. Just, oh no, I don't like it. Something like this, go all the way around. There you go. Maybe there's a neck muscle here as well, giant neck muscle. Oh, not like that. Not like here maybe, there you go. Yeah, a little bit there, there you go. Neck muscle. Let's fix the part here. The pelvis area, but it's really hard to reach, right? So next up I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold Control Shift. You can see here that it actually changes here. So right now it's called select rectangle and rectangle. So you can click on them as well if you want to. I'm gonna click on this one, and then I'm going for lasso. So Control Shift and then select lasso, because that means that you can do this. So you can select an area that you want to have, this one for example, and then when I release it, it's only that part that's shown. So you can hide everything else. So in this case, I'm gonna add the Adonis belt here, so we actually get a little bit more like hips, because right now they're lying. A little bit more. Oh, too much. Again, let's create something more like a belly here. Let's move it out a little bit. There we go. See, now it actually looks like something that could be there. Maybe a little bit more bulge here. There you go. Let's fix the legs as well while we're at it. So we just add muscle groups here to the legs. So we got one here, big one here for example as well, all the way up there, this one as well. There's an indentation there, so let's create some hamstrings. So you just keep adding volumes. That's literally it. That's all you want to do right now. Just add volumes. Here mesh, here as well. Just move it out a little bit if it gets a little bit too rough. In this case it does, but you can see now you get some muscles in there, basic muscle shapes. A bit more here, for example. Flatten this out a little better, smooth it out. Doesn't have to be perfect though. You just want to get a feel of it. If it's not perfect, that's fine. So you can now see also that the mesh is starting to get stretched out here, faces here, for example. So what you can do, what you should do, is you press Ctrl Alt. First thing I'll do is I want to hide everything back though, so I'm gonna Ctrl Shift again and click. So everything is now back as it should be. Then Ctrl Alt and drag. What it does is that it will access again the Dynamesh, and this is for us. You can see now though that everything is really weird. So I'm gonna up the resolution a little bit, something like 64 maybe, and then again dynamesh it. Maybe a little bit longer. See, you can add more detail, maybe too much though. So let's do 32, and again dynamesh it. There you go. It looks weird again, but it's fine. We kind of want it anyway, so you can always smooth it out again if you want to. So let's just keep on going. So this looks really weird actually. This part here, there's a giant dent. I don't like that, so I'm gonna create big ass. More volumes here as well. So we just keep on adding volumes and volumes. This looks really weird. There you go. Let's create this part here again. So I'm gonna press Alt again and just create this line here. It gives really a nice separation as well, the muscle groups. So there's one here as well. Teardrop. A bit more this side. There you go. It looks weird, but it's fine. You don't care yet. You just want to get the muscles, the volume in place. That's it. A bit more here as well. There you go. Okay. Looks weird, but it's fine. So I'm gonna add the calves. Here should be a little bit more. There you go. Again, you can see the mesh is starting to get acting weird. So if you want to, you again Control Alt and drag. Then you get it to remesh it. Again, I'm gonna grab the move tool and I'm just gonna pull out a bit more. Then I'm gonna create the heel a bit tighter. Push it down. It's in here. It looks so cute. That's weird. Okay. We start seeing some form of character. I don't like it yet though, but we'll get there because the proportion is a little bit off. This is too big. This is too small. But let's first do the feet though, because they look awful. Again, Control Shift, make a selection, and then start again pulling vertices. So this is something that looks like a foot. Doesn't have to be perfect though in this stage. Just want to have this basic shape in there. Like, okay, this is a foot. So we can all see that it's a foot. It should be a foot. Smooth it out a little bit better. See, there you go. Still weird from this angle. I'll smooth it. This is pretty much the entire process. So we just keep on tweaking and tweaking and tweaking. A bit smoother here. A bit more of a heel. There we go. Does it look stupid? Yes, it does. So again, we're going to add volume with the clay buildup. Just a very low intensity. I'm just going to add a bit more here, for example. There we go. A little better. So again, Control Shift click. Everything is back where it should be. Then again, we're going to add more volumes here. Nice calves, bro. There you go. Let's grab the move tool again. Whoa, crap. There it is. Grab the move tool because the basic shape is wrong. So I'm going to move again. So this should be a little bit tighter. Should be a little bit wider. Especially the calf area should be a little bit wider than the actual leg itself. Move it out. Okay. It's a little bit plump right now, but it's fine. So I'm gonna change some stuff here because I really don't like the proportions. His torso is way too long and this part is way too short. So you can do it two ways, right? You can just move the entire object. That looks really weird because then you have to move every single part. Then things get weirder and weirder and weirder. Or you can create a mask. So hit hold Control and just paint over it. So you select everything. So around here maybe. Make sure that you have everything selected. Otherwise things will get weirder. Sit here, foot. There you go. Right now, everything that is not black can be adjusted, and everything that is black cannot be. So we need to invert the mask. So Control, click somewhere in the canvas. So you can see now it's now inverted. Then we're going to use the scale. Now we get a new thingy here. We can actually make a path of it like this, and then you can actually start scaling things up in several different ways. Let's see which one we should have. Probably this one. I'm going to make it a little bit more like this. So right now this is a uniform scale. I'm not a big fan of it, but it works. So maybe a little bigger, like this. A little bit better, right? So now Control Alt again to also get rid of the mask. I know it's weird. So you have Control Alt to create the animation, also Control Alt to actually get rid of the mask as well. So now I'm gonna fix some stuff here. So move tool, push everything back in, a little bit less blobby, a little bit more tighter. Here as well, basic. Don't like this either, so I'm gonna grab the selection again. So Control Alt, create the selection. This looks really weird. I'm gonna push everything in, maybe this part a little bit tighter here. There you go. And again, Control click to get rid of everything. Cool. Okay. Still not pretty, but it looks good enough for now. So then you keep on refining it. So we've got again clear build up. Keep on refining the muscles. The arm still looks weird, so I'm gonna create the backs a little bit stronger, like this. Then here as well. Here as well on the back. Okay, so let's add some triceps. So just here, let's add some triceps, right? Make them nice and big. There you go. Smoothing out a little bit better. Not like this, maybe even worse. You can see there's a really nasty gap there though. Kind of want to fix that. So more. Just keep on adding volumes. Smooth it out once in a while. Maybe here as well. Okay, it's a bit too much here, but it's fine. On this side I'm going to add more so we can actually see it from the side view, front view. There we go. Okay, we're going to add a bicep. So make it smaller, make the intensity a little bit higher, 10, and then just draw with Hold Alt. You can actually draw the entire line of the bicep, something like this here. Maybe a little like this, smooth it out a little bit better. Same here, so something like this, right? You just create the basic shape with a line. Doesn't have to be pretty, just have to be efficient. So bicep here, maybe. Okay, again I'm gonna remesh everything, so Control Alt again. No, too much. And again, add volume on all sides. There we go. Too much. Okay, this one doesn't really work, so I'm gonna grab my brush again and gonna pick the one that's called Inflate. This one. It's actually one that's really good for muscles. You can see what it does, right? It just adds a muscle. Just adds volume to the certain area that you kind of want to have. So I'm gonna make the entire arm here bigger. This is really very big bicep. There you go, much better. There you go. Okay. Now again, let's grab the clay build up. And I'm gonna add a basic arm structure. So there's a muscle going from here to all the way down here. So I'm gonna just paint it. So straight line. Oh, too much. I'm gonna actually hide everything else. And just a line from here to there. There you go. Split up here as well. So I'm gonna add volume here as well, and then side as well. So this is just basic human muscle structure that you should know. And if you don't know, learn it. It's really helpful. Especially for stuff like this, you kind of want to have like basic common knowledge of muscle structure anyway. Oh, there you go. Let's create the edge where the bicep ends, or something like here probably. This would actually work, would be nice. Would be nice if it actually would work. It's not doing anything. What? Okay, that's weird. So edge here probably, and the bicep ends. Let's create a little bit more volume here, a little bit less. You can also hold space. It does the same thing. You can actually access everything else here, so I'm gonna do it from now on. Again, your first iteration will look awful. You're like, wow, this looks really bad. That's fine. That's fine. That's how this process goes. First will look awful, and then you start adding more and more detail. You're like, hey, now actually start looking like an actual character. See, this part always is already starting to look something that looks like a character. I mean, the muscle structure is still not perfect, but it's getting there. Let's add one more here. So this with Dorsey, let's add a bit more. Same here, let's add a little bit more volume because the back is really flat. A little bit small as well. Let's add the neck muscles here to make it a little bit more badass. Maybe not too much, but who cares? We're doing concept sculpt anyway, so we can do whatever we like. That's the cool part about it. There we go. Let's do this part here. So I'm gonna create this point here, and then again the clavicle. I'm gonna add a line here in between, so actually push everything down. Maybe here as well. We can create a really nice dent. There you go. So it's too much though, but you get the idea, right? Same here. Just gonna add a line there again. Rib cage, maybe. A little wider here actually. Yeah, it's more, a little bit more hips would be nice for this guy. It's too much though, but smooth everything out. A little bit more here. So it's just checking volumes over and over and over again. See if you can get everything right. I'm gonna use a different material though, because this one is really annoying me. There we go. There we go. And a bit more stronger line here though. There we go. So now I get this really nice flap, which I really like. When it comes down to shoulder area, because it makes everyone look buff. A bit more here. Cool. Let's add a bit more muscle here. Oh. Oh. One here as well. There you go. Much better. The legs still look really stupid, but we're gonna get to that later on anyway, so I'm gonna add a line here. A little bit more like a pelvic region. This looks really annoying me. Then again the line down here. I'm gonna add a kneecap done, you know, just wanna see where it actually is. The leg is really stupid. Just add volumes and add volumes. This looks really as well. Maybe a bit more here, so you get this really nice hunched feeling. There we go. Maybe it's a little bit skinny though on its sides. I don't really like that though. Okay. Elbow. Muscle here, muscle there. Just keep adding muscles. Maybe though, we kind of want to add like a six-pack. So let's. Actually, I'm gonna push it further. This would be cool. So it gets really nice rib cage taken out. There you go. That's better. Even more. Actually, let's move it down. His pelvis is too low. So same thing here, hold control to mask it out. Invert the selection. In this case though, I'm gonna go to my mask. Down here, and I'm gonna blur it a couple of times. Blur. And then again we're gonna move it, this time with the move tool, and just again make that really weird thingy here, and just gonna move it. That's a little bit better actually. Okay, and then we're gonna clear it again. There you go. Actually a little bit better. I like this bit more. And then again, just move tool. Just put everything inside a bit more. There we go. Much better. Good. Let's move this one a little bit further down actually. Cool. There you go. So it's just basic muscle structure and bone structure that you're gonna add in a couple of first rounds on detail, and after that you start adding more and more detail, like finer detail. It's just a lot of tweaking, because this muscle should be as prominent as it is right now. So I'm gonna push it back. I'm gonna grab the move tool again. Oh, there you go. Move tool a little bit further in, like here. Let's move it. There you go. Let's move everything else well. There you go. Still looks weird though, these legs, so I'm gonna fix it later on. I'm not gonna bore you with that one. Let's move this part over here a little bit once. Area. There we go. I'm gonna dynamesh it again. There you go. Okay, let's go to the head. Let's tweak the head a little bit. Maybe like an actual human being. Push it in. And the same thing as the body, you just first create a basic shape. And then you add the basic landmarks, for example like the nose and eyes. I'm just gonna paint the eyes for now. I'm just gonna add build tool, add, I'm gonna heighten or gradient a little bit higher, so you can actually grab something like a dent. Eye, no, actually a little bit lower here. Eye, nose, there you go. And let's add a jawline. Like this. So this is basic human. It looks weird, but the head is too big, so we're probably going to change it to something more weird. Let's see, get rid of that. Maybe let's try this, right? So this is the cool part about ZBrush, you can just experiment with it. Maybe let's just make it more like a creepy thing. I'm gonna a little bit bigger so it gets really nice fall off, like he doesn't have a jawline. That would be cool actually. Maybe a little bit wider here as well, because it's a little bit weird. So I'm gonna make it a little bit wider. Too much. Same here though. I'm gonna grab my build up again and just paint. Just want to increase the volume a little bit, especially this area. It's too much now. That's better, maybe a little bit. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Look at this really weird thingy. I like it. Same here though. Smooth this out. This looks really awkward. So I'm gonna add volume. So this is pretty much the entire process. Just add more and more volume, add more and more detail, fix things, add more detail, fix more things, etc. That's really awkward. So that's it for now. I'm just gonna keep working on this. You should also start on your own character. It would be fun. I'm gonna add more detail. I'm gonna add more muscles here. I'm gonna fix them a little bit because they look really weird, most muscle groups right now. So just have fun with it. And I'll see you again soon, hopefully. So take care. Oh, actually, I've got one thing. How to save it. Ooh, I almost forgot. Don't save it as a document, but always save it either as a project or as a tool. I save it as a tool because the project saves the entire history. The tool does not. So this is the history bar here. You can actually go all the way back to the base level. This one. So you can see the progress that we've made. It's actually really fun. So you can see here what it actually does. You can see what happens to the entire mesh. It's really cool method actually. So in this case I'm going to save it as a tool because I don't want to keep the history, so I'm going to save as tool. I'm going to pick a name. I'm going to save it something else though. Like creeper. Let's call it creeper. Done. So that's it for now. This time for real. And I'll see you soon.